Welcome to the nice sweet spot where the reviews are on target and tell it like it is, whether it hits the spot or misses the target on occasion. Oh, speaking of targets, don't forget to click that target mark subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Okay, so in one of my most recent videos, I mentioned going to the beach and how I pack a few healthy snack options to keep me on target with those fitness goals. But I also mentioned how I plan to treat myself, and stop off to a few places. And I actually just posted a video with some of the tasty treats I came across with my family in Ocean City, Maryland on the Boardwalk. So here's part 2 with some of the meals and foods that hit the spot or missed the target. Okay, so I mentioned in that previous video how we were talking about on the car ride home with my family, least to most favorite foods. So I figured that I would share it that way with you as well. So one of our stops was Franco's Pizza and Bar, which I actually insisted that we go to as part of our dining in experience because I love pizza and I wanted to go there and just sit down, and it looked like it was going to be a wonderful experience. Now, we got off to a bumpy start there, and I'm going to chalk it up to the server. Maybe he, was a young guy and he was a little bit lax, or there was some type of confusion because it took about 15 minutes for him, probably closer to 20, for him to come to our table and greet us. There were 3 guests who were seated at tables in our vicinity after us, and they were already greeted by different servers and their orders are being taken, and we made this observation, and while my husband and I were ready to go elsewhere because of this, my daughter really wanted to stay to try their pizza, and I kind of did too. So I went over to the host to inform her that we were still waiting, and finally our server greeted us about 5 more minutes later. Okay, so this review isn't as much about the service of the restaurant, though I think that's essential. We're going to talk more so about the food. So I got a Caesar salad, which, it was your typical presentation, but it did come with plenty of croutons. Some places you don't get that many, and so I gave most of my croutons to my daughter. She loves eating my croutons for my salad, and I always like to give them to her so that I can cut back on them, especially when I know I plan on having pizza, another type of bread. Okay, so let's talk about the pizza. My daughter, she got a pepperoni, a small pepperoni, which she thought was tasty, and did mention that it wasn't as good as some of the Boardwalk places we stopped by for pizza, but it was still good. I ordered the margarita pizza, and while it wasn't bad, it was not as good as the margarita pizza that I've had from other specialty places that are local to me. Like if you're familiar with Snap Pizza, Mod Pizza, Jules Pizza is really local for me. And they're much cheaper too. This pizza was $18 for a small, and I found that it was too oily, and the mozzarella did not taste fresh to me. And the sauce, it was sweeter than I like, and the pizza, I'm gonna be honest with you, this specific one, it reminded me of the old school Chef Boyardee pizza kit that my mom used to purchase for us when we were younger, and that's not a good thing. I mean, I have no problem eating an entire small pie, but with this one, specifically the margarita, 2 slices was plenty because of that oily taste to it. And thank goodness my daughter offered me a slice of her pizza, which did taste much better than mine, I have to admit that. And the sauce actually tastes a little bit different too. The pizza place that I enjoyed much more was Tony's Pizza. And though they did have indoor seating, we did do takeout. And my daughter, she got her favorite mozzarella sticks, and she said that she really liked those a lot. And I just got a slice of pizza, and it definitely hit the spot. Now, I will say that it was greasy, but not oily like the margarita pizza. There's a difference. The margarita pizza from Franco's was really oily. Plus, sometimes the greasier the slice, the better it tastes.
Let's see what we got here.
My cheese is crunchy.
Yeah? This is good. It's got greasy for sure.
What do you like?
Dripping.
What do you like better, the dough roller or Tony's?
You see all that grease. I think I like them both the same so far. I think dough roller had a little more cheese on it. Yeah.
Hey, whoever you sending this to.
This is going to be my video.
Oh, hi video viewers.
There was a good amount of sauce and cheese, and the crust was good too. Also, something that I liked is that I could see the cooks preparing the pizza in the very front window with the dough and everything. I really like that. Another stop that the entire family enjoyed was Shenanigans. We just like saying shenanigans. We dined outdoors, but not in their restaurant though, and the service itself was fantastic. There wasn't really any waiting or having to ask the host when our server is going to come greet us. Our server was wonderful. There was something on the menu for everyone. My husband, he got a crab cake sandwich, and my daughter, she got a little small pizza that she liked, and I got a salmon BLT on pita bread. And it came with like an aioli chili, but I put that on the side. And it was my first time having a salmon BLT on pita bread, and it was delicious. And I really loved the presentation too. It had a little 4-leaf clover on the toothpick holding it all together. And I did get a salad as well, and my mixed salad, it was great too. No complaints at all from me with that. I actually ate it all. My husband was very surprised that I ate it all and had no leftovers, which I usually have leftovers. And I even enjoyed the waffle fries, which they kind of reminded me of curly fries, if you ever had curly fries from Arbys. And my husband actually liked their food so much that he ordered a shrimp basket to go the very next day and said that that was good. And my daughter even had a couple of shrimp for her very first time, and she loved them and even, you know, dipped them in a little bit of the sauce. So I hope you enjoyed my reviews. Take a look at the one with the treats if you haven't done so, of some of the sweet places to go to get food from in Ocean City, Maryland on the Boardwalk, especially if you're headed there. Also, if you're looking for some different places to try and you're like, I want somewhere new to stop by, and maybe one of those isn't it, and it hit the spot for me and you want to give it a try. Also, if you have a question or maybe even a suggestion of a place that I didn't mention but should try the next time I'm in Ocean City, Maryland, please drop it in the comments. Also, if you haven't already done so, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. That's it for now, and I'll see you next time at the nice sweet spot. Take care.